Alright, y'all, it's Jizzle96 here, and I'm back with another video. And on today's video, I want to do a video on Jeannie Mai. And the reason why I'm doing a video on Jeannie Mai is because she went on the reel on Tuesday and basically said that she wants to submit to her boo/fiance, Young Jeezy. Now, the sad statement that she said was, "I want to submit to my man." When I hear this definition, submitting has a negative connotation. It means that you are less important. You are lower than the person that you're submitting to. It usually can be like, reference as somebody who works lower than you. And that's not what I'm referring to here. I'm a very dominant woman. I own my own business. I lead my teams. I play my own manager, my own publicist, my own lawyer, when I didn't have money to have these people. So when I make decisions in my life, when I come home, I like the idea that my man leads us. That doesn't mean that in case Jay makes all the decisions for us, that doesn't mean that when he says, "How are you spending our money?" or "Where you're moving," that I just say, "Yes, sir," or "Yes, your honor." It's not that. It's you know what? I like that we could do the best here. I want to do this. And he takes the decision. He formulates it with overall vision and he leads us, and I like to submit to that. I don't want to lead in our household and in our marriage. I don't want him to lead and I have all the essence of what I bring as a wife to that decision. But I love that my husband will be the man that leads. It's tiring leading all the time in my life. Mom says she has a very strong force, and she takes over a lot of decisions in the household. The point that my dad, unless it was going to be a fight, he's like, "You know what? Go ahead and cause a wedge." I have the tendency to follow up like my mom, because it's what I grew up in, and I saw it. And I saw in my living space, I would all of a sudden just wake up and go make decisions without asking and checking in. So I'm the fault that caused an inequality, because I'm pulling in habits from my old household to how I run my business today. And that's not okay. And I'm careful and aware of that today. I'm just telling that to anybody else who didn't tell me that when I could have learned before. I am 41. I don't care what pushbacks I get from other women. This is my life. Coming out of divorce, also making a decision to marry after finding such a beautiful person, I want to be very clear and open about how our life can be. Our life can be so we can make sure our vision is aligned and that we're both empathetic to each other. Jay is my king, so I want him to understand what I'm looking forward to in the role, and he has to honor his queen. Alright, so this is my reaction to Jeannie Mai's statement that she made. I think that, a lot of women typically do have a lot of expectations when it comes to dating a man. And, they often tell men online that, well, you're not protecting us and we demand protection from you. And, we're not going our own way if you don't do this or do that. And, they are allowed to have their own valid opinions. I'm not going to say that they can't have their own valid opinions on that. But the moment a man wants, a woman to be submissive, and a woman claims that she's going to be submissive to a man, all of a sudden, he's misogynistic, and she becomes a pick me. I find it funny how that is. I know that Jeannie Mai also has said questionable things about dating black men, and I admit that I'm not gonna placate that. I'm not gonna ignore what she said. I think that it was foul what she said about having dark meat on the side, meaning that she just wants a side dude that's black and her main dude to be white. But I don't know. Maybe she has learned or grown from the statement that she has said. And clearly, she cares deeply for Young Jeezy. And I think that, there's a lot of validity to what she is saying, because she is getting older. She's 41 years old. She's almost close to 50. So she knows that she cannot make the same decisions that she made in her earlier life. especially with her previous relationship. And when they divorced, and her ex, he quickly married another woman and had kids. So I think that she saw, their relationship, and she was like, wait a minute, I need to do something completely different now. I can't be the same woman that I was in the past. And she understands this, and she decided that she needs to grow. So I can't shame her for doing that, and I don't think that she is wrong for stating how she feels. And honestly, I think people need to, fuck up. Because honestly, it's really not that serious how somebody wants to live their life. They want to submit to a man. And hell, why not? Yeah, I guess that's all.